What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are going to do some Aspen Dungeon. Actually, they released that a while ago together with Void Vortex, but the thing was I had it set on Idle Master, so I two times set a pretty bad team, so now I've set up the heroes. I want to try TBB as our main carry. She is quite strong, she recovers energy. It should be quite nice. I still have that PvE style role, I would say. Grid control, immunity offset, giant killer, defier. I don't really plan on taking a giant killer role once I reroll her from that. Doesn't really help in PvP at all, especially not if you have such a huge hero with over 4 billion HP. We're going to use mainly speed stuff and an A and B. I figure, well, we could have used the mirror. Has not really the biggest advantage. I mean, I'd rather take attack. The 5 speed probably won't matter. We don't need the energy because we recover that anyway. And it's not that important if we have full energy in the first fight and then 50% block. Yeah, sure, why not? So that's what we're going to do with that. And then we are going to use LFA with the melodic strings. And I want to mainly rely on the TBB. And if there is a wave where I say, okay, that might be kind of sketchy, we use the demon potion, put LFA in there, and try to nuke it down. Then we're going to take SFX, single target encounters. She's insane there. And we're going to take DTV and the Sherlock probably, so that's what we're going to do. DTV just because he's strong. So let's see what we can do. Let's not make any mistakes here. Those are the heroes that we want. I mean, like, we could have chosen either of those as well, but I don't really think that it's something. Last time I had MFF in there, which actually worked quite well, and now let's see for Sherlock. I think any Sherlock should do. And with that, let's go in there. Demon potions, we got 6, which is horrible. 52 milk though. Okay. And yeah, potion-wise, not even close to max. Oh, that is interesting. Forgot about that. That we get the buffs depending on our awakening tier. So because we have an S tier, of course, we get the bottom ones here, which is kind of nice. So if you click on her, the buff should actually be higher. We get 30% attack here. 24% damage reduction, 24% crit. That's quite a lot, actually. Oh, first wave. I think we're just going to try it with TBB. I'm not quite sure how much or if we can outspeed the enemies, but yeah, that seems kind of decent. Let's watch this one as well. But I think it's just going to be nuking here. The only thing we have to be a bit aware of, and we got no energy back for that one. So that actually on the next stage we are going to do basic without an active skill. That is going to be a bit of a problem. And I have no idea how long we can outspeed and stuff like that. Oh my, I mean, like, Amra, kinda, is she a problem for us? Is she a problem for us? I mean, she's always kind of the problem, but I figure, I mean, we don't heal that much, so it's like, she probably won't kill us that easily. 2 target encounters, I wasn't quite sure what to do with those, honestly, because, like, TBB, in my opinion, is more of a 4 target encounter. If the enemies are tanky, that's a bit better to have 4 targets. And then again, probably, like, if we set the DTV now, he can clear it. I mean, even being lower than them. Look at that, it's like full life. Okay, used up the energy. Single hero. I mean, that is kind of a trap, though. That is kind of a trap. Because she can counter, and she can actually kill our SFX. But I don't think she actually can, because she's still too low. Doesn't do enough damage, actually. But you can see she can actually hit her, so that is a bit of a problem. We could have obviously used SFX again. I mean, there isn't much that speaks against it. The only thing that I saw that was a bit sketchy was like that there are some stages with TBB. So like real enemy TBB. Those are bit dangerous, I guess. I guess we can use this single DGN now to regain our energy. At least a bit. Well, got 50 energy there. Energy economy is a bit of a thing. I think we can skip some stages. The earliest ones, they are quite easy, I saw. By the way, I didn't show that yet, but we got to 234, and actually 2 people already surpassed me. Malefernox here to 251, actually. Not sure if there's a checkpoint. That would be quite cool for him. And then 235 ghost tiers. So yeah, let's see what we can actually do here. Sherlock, like, I would be scared a little bit if that Sherlock had more HP. Because like this, well, it's not too dangerous. They are pretty much one-shot from her. But later on, if we can CC him, well, he could reflect our stuff, so that could be an issue. Bloodbinding, twining ourselves. I'm looking also for some new stuff. If there is any new loot in here, I haven't heard anything about that yet. Let's watch this now. I have to be a bit aware. Last time I did it with weaker heroes, I noticed, well, the HP scales up quite rapidly. So at some point, we definitely have to check out one fight or the other, just to make sure we don't run into any obstacles that we didn't expect. God, I think that's still alright. We are going to do a basic here. It's probably going to one-shot. Yeah, we're going to end up with full energy. That's very good. Full energy or like half energy, both is pretty fine. I don't think this is too much of a problem. It might be because we killed them. But like, no, okay, we took no damage. This one, I don't really like, to be honest, but there isn't too much that can happen, I guess. I mean, like the healing curse is obviously a danger, and they positioned the armorer once again so that she will not die to the basic. But her TBB's heal is honestly pretty bad, so that in this sense saves us a little bit. Unlike the times where like we were in here with SFX, and SFX, well, she can totally one-shot herself. It's like an interesting thing to see with the Mockmans in the front row and the Mockmans in the back row having the different stance. You usually, well, of course, don't really see multiple Mockmans on team. Oh! That is one of the stages where I would say it's a bit sketchy. I mean, we are going to one-shot that Gustin, but the thing is we're also going to one-shot this Annabelle, which will end up with us being defected by this Dole effect of Annabelle, which might be dangerous, honestly. Okay, let's use the LFA. Okay, they're faster than the LFA already, which is interesting. But he made quick work of them. No problem there. One active skill and we are good. Could probably just try to use LFA here as well. Maybe we can recoup our energy. Or we can't, because he uses an active skill to kill them. Could try the same again here. I mean, I wonder what the speed really is. Okay, we have no chance. It's always like the same. Maybe with a single hero. Could try that. I mean, those are no stages where we can... Oh, it's again the same. Where we have to be afraid at all. I mean, no matter if you use LFA or anything else. This one should be pretty good, honestly, with TBB. We're probably going to one-shot that Sherlock. Yeah, pretty good. Can't really complain about that. And now we have a single Mockman. We can try again to recoup energy with LFA, but we got a little bit. We got a little bit. This stage could be a bit more difficult. I think this is like a killer stage still with the Drakes, the super fast Rogans, and then like the Ithaca. But the thing is, even if we were slower with the full energy, obviously we would instantly twine them after the first hit. Okay, what do we have here? We have an Oberon, which is kinda dangerous, I guess. We have an LFA, which is double CC, obviously. Triple CC with the Sherlock. We have Control Purify, though, so I reckon, I mean, like, they are going to hit us. Yeah, it's not really an issue. It's not really an issue because we can do active skills while we are CC'd, which is inherently a bit stupid, but is the way it works. I think on this one, just going to go with SFX. Probably be fine. We're going to buy that. I mean, it's a horrible treasure. Like, if you struggle with gems, don't buy that. It's a horrible treasure. You don't really want that. But if you have the gems, if you want the completion, okay, go for it. It's alright. But it's like a red one, because 500 gems a piece, you get like one treasure shard every now and then. It's a bit horrible. Could this one have killed us? Not quite sure. I mean, like, can we dodge the arrows or are they a passive skill? I'm not sure about that. That is basically a job for TBB. Let's watch the fight. And yeah, when we have an active skill, is really nothing that stops her. Still faster than the enemies. I have no idea how fast they actually are. Let's try to get some energy back. I don't think DGN or MFF are any danger to us at all. That's pretty strong, probably. We have full energy there. We can try just to do the Doom Terminator Vulcan. That worked out pretty well. I mean, still, it's not really the stages where we have to fear a lot. We're fighting with non-homeowners here, and they're still doing enough damage, which is obviously partly because we have so much strain, which is obviously insane. We can try DTV here. Just want to see how well he performs without a home. I mean, obviously the basic attack just one-shot some enemies. Okay, I mean, that's still not the dangerous thing. I think we just have to look out for some of the dangerous stuff that might happen, like some heroes like Gustin or something like that. That can really one-shot us, and other than that, I think we're still pretty fine. Stages like this, obviously a bit difficult. Let's see if our TBB can still outspeed, or if we just sacrificed her. No, and it was basically the back row was killed by the passive skill of her. So the active skill that is triggered when you reach full energy. Can go in here with those SFX, I guess. I mean, both have dodge, but we can hit her with the passive skill, so that is pretty fine. Yeah, just lost a bit of life there. Not too dangerous at all. I mean, we still have the SFX. Do we want to play around a little bit? Let's see if Sherlock can clear that. I mean, we don't really need him. We don't really need him. But I wonder. Ah, okay, we have energy drain there. And there we go. Sherlock's life. The question is really, can he CC often enough and can he survive long enough to actually clear them all? Or to actually get a CC on both, which means he has to do an active skill. Which worked out reasonably well. Pretty good clear by Sherlock. So solo Sherlock can clear a stage here with 2 heroes. Okay, we got one of those again. That is the case for LFA. I'm pretty concerned about Gustin's, honestly. Which is a bit of a trauma, I guess, from campaign. With the SFX there, no chance to dodge. Now we got something like that. I mean, I'm not really afraid of the stage, honestly. I might just go in here with LFA. Just get some CC. Oh, we got the stun there. Okay. I mean, the damage is not insane that they put on us, but like, we also didn't get any energy back. So that is a bit bad. This one is a stage probably for TBB. We can skip that. There was not really any chance we lose to that. Nothing new here. I'm not really aware of any new loot, though I should add. Not really aware of that. That is definitely pretty easy for TBB to do. And we got full energy from that, so that's pretty nice. And for this stage, I mean, I'm also not very concerned about this. We have the Saya there, but like then again, I mean, if we got perma stunned, that might be a problem. But I wouldn't doubt that DTB would clear it. So why do I doubt that LFA, or why am I so concerned about the LFA here? I expected it. I kinda expected it. Oh, and the Wraec. I mean, we are going to do an active skill here and delete them, but Saya has good CC chance. Has really good CC chance. Can be quite dangerous. Okay. Let's try to get some energy here. Heal effect reduction. Interesting. Wasn't aware that she does that actually with her basic skill. Now we have this one, which screams I'm pretty easy to do with TBB. Are we still outspeeding? Yes, we are. And absolutely deleting the stage. Now we should probably try to recoup some energy with TBB. This stage as well should be no problem at all. We're still pretty much on the good state. And there we have full energy again. Oh, bunch of Vulcans. I mean, like, what does LFA do against those? It's not no weak LFA by no means. I think it has actually more attack than our TBB. But it was mostly meant as a burst hero here. Okay, what do we do against this? Like, TBB is an obvious clear. This is quite easy with her. I think it is the right choice though. don't really want to go into an SFX versus SFX battle. We still have 6 potions. I would still argue that this is right to go with her here. It's interesting considering that they had defense down on her and still couldn't really damage her well. What do we have here? It's like 2 euros. We can go LFA, try again to get some energy. Maybe we get some energy reduction here, which would be quite nice. Oh, do we get energy? Oh, we don't have full energy, but we are slower than the enemies, so that should actually work out. Actually, Sherlock. That's... Actually, we had expected that he died here. And guess which turn this is going to take us? I remember the time when we tried to clear Purgatory and it was like turn, I don't know, 67 or something. I mean, it's pretty fast with every single attack. It's basically a turnaround number. He is going up quite swiftly, but it seems like we have more attack now because those enemies have more HP, obviously, than the heroes below Purgatory 200, but we are still clearing them faster with our higher train stats now. Oh, we take some Stellar. Why not? 250 now, 251. Let's see what our DTV does against a stage like this. Is this still possible to clear with the non-homeowner here? Oh, we take some damage now. Get CC'd. But we recovered everything that we took as damage just from the GPF. No one-shot here is actually nice. Kinda like that. I kinda didn't like that we just did the active skill to end that. But it was a pretty solid victory. Gs does have quite some burst. Let's go with Trusty TBB. It's the first time we see G-Star here. But he is quite a strong hero. Did we just deal just 6 million damage to the back row G-Stars? Oh, interesting. Elite light hero. Not that we need it, not that we would spend any gems towards it, but it's still quite interesting. Okay, no chance we lose that. Full energy, we like that. Bit of Stellar. Take that as well. Ilamax, bunch of Ilamax. I mean, like, sure, let's go with the LFA. I don't think Ilamax have any chance to beat us. Didn't do any damage to us, at least. SFX Drake. Not really fan of doing that without TBB, because TBB, well, we can hit SFX even if she's faster than us. Okay, even in this situation, she isn't. I think we're just over-rolling the damage number. Ooh, dangerous hero. Dangerous. But we are faster, so it should work out. So much damage from a basic. Actually insane. I think if we do another, we should do another basic here. Basically one-shot this stage. Bloody hell. Okay. 258 now. Again a Drake stage. Feeling pretty good with TBB at full energy here. I think it's pretty good use for that. Got another one of those. Going to buy that. I just want the symbol. That should be an easy clear. It's not much that's very dangerous to us, this TBB. This stage, on the other hand, might just be, though we are in a pretty good spot with energy this time. It's like half energy. That means if we do a basic now, we follow with an active skill. I always forget we don't really have the core, right? Like, the thing was, the last time we did Aspen Dungeon, there were no heroes that profited from their own core. Like, SFX, for example, can only give impeccable flow, not impeccable flow, what's the other thing actually called? Her core effect to her allies. TBB on the other hand, she profits from her own core, which is fairly interesting, behavior, and something that we didn't have there. So if we could activate our core here, we would actually be stronger, but that's not possible in this game mode, obviously. Okay, let's, I think that's no issue at all. Some pretty easy stages we fought here. Lord of your Aspen now with full energy, and I think we're going to skip battle with Sherlock. Oh, defeat! Interesting. No, not that I'm very afraid of it, but either he one-shot us or he broke out. With SFX though, not that much of a problem. And then we have 2 enemy stage. I think I want to go with DTV. Skip battle. Just because we have full energy on both our main carries. So that is something that I would rather use. I think think we're just going to go with LFA here. Going to full burst the enemies. I don't really want to watch every single stage. This video will be fairly long. Okay, this stage on the other hand, I mean, we have full energy on TBB. We have full energy, we are faster. It can be a very difficult stage, but I think with our damage it's not. It's not actually that much of a difficult stage. This stage on the other hand, do I have to be concerned? I want to use a demon portion, I just don't want to mess this up. I don't think we necessarily need it, but it's just better because we have the SFX and the Drake in the back row and it can be kind of ugly. This stage we can use to recoup maybe some energy, if that's possible. Probably not. No. No energy for us. What do we get here? Nothing. 269 now. Oh god. Okay, we would definitely need energy for that one because those are a bunch of Gustins and we hate Gustin. Okay, yeah. Clean way to do this. Don't want to mess with a stage like this. Definitely don't want to mess with a stage like this. 4 PDEs. Do I have to be afraid is the question. I don't. That was bad. If they just died, that would have been so nice and we would have gone out of there with full energy. I don't really want to go into some energy battle. I don't think this stage can be dangerous to us. The question is, can we go out of there with energy? It's interesting that we stopped one-shotting now. Just not necessarily a problem yet, but definitely inconvenience. Now we have full energy. We're just going to watch the fights because those guys are getting tanky quite indeed. Not the Transcendence heroes, once again, the basic heroes are. This stage should not be a problem. Should not be a problem. I don't think that healing curses will be a problem. That looks decent, and that's quite nice. We don't use Balance Strike exactly for that reason, because we don't want to run into a stage like this and, well, Balance Strike ourselves out of life with like an Armor healing curse. Just want to avoid that. Another one of those. That's quite nice. Wonder if the loot is good later on. Ooh. Ooh. Oberon's such a nasty hero. Such a nasty hero. I really don't like that. If we get twined and then... I mean, there's Dove and Twine in there. With the seed from Oberon, which is like pretty dangerous. This one should not be pretty dangerous. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we got the full CC there. Took quite a few of attacks. That wasn't that clean, but I think we ended up with full energy, which is kind of nice. We can go into this with SFX because that's a single encounter, nothing to fear there. This one, I think we just go with LFA. Try to get some energy back. I think like LFA will mostly end the fights with an active skill. I mean, those stages are alright. We just don't want to face too many of those nasty stages. What is about SFX? Okay, wasn't sure. I should have checked before. But maybe we can get some energy now. I mean, we're not relying on SFX for these single target encounters. This one, Mutated Fungus G-Star, can be quite dangerous if we get a full CC of all those Transcendence heroes. The Transcendence heroes, once again, way squishier than normal ones. This might be nice to regain some energy. And bam, got full energy from that. That's pretty great. And this one, I think we can go with LFA. He doesn't have full energy on this one. But should clear fairly well. Well, he will get full energy because they are faster. They will hit him. This one definitely TBB just because, well, we have the Armor here. Armor will kill all of our LFA, especially because we are slower than the enemies now, so that is an issue. With the TBB, of course, we are on the safe side. You saw it for yourself. There isn't too much going on in terms of heal. And we got a pretty clean kill there with full energy at the end. Quite like that. Single Oberon. I think LFA can do it. I mean, we might be twined. Okay, did more damage than I expected. Bloody hell, that was actually quite a lot of damage. I thought like it would be about a tenth of that, but that was actually quite some respectable damage that the Oberon did there. And I think if we got another Twine on us, we might have as well been dead with this Lord of Fear Aspen. Am I afraid of that? I mean, a bit, honestly. But that was good. That was actually quite good. And this one, yeah, this one can be cleared by TBB now. Nice. Okay. Got some damage there. I mean, like, we still have 3 potions. We are still in a decent spot. Single Annabelle. I think that's a fight for our LFA here. And obviously we can't use active skills, but our basic skill will be more than good enough for the clear. And we finish it with full energy, which is very nice for future fights. On this one, we go in with Therapist of Blood Betty. Still outspeeding, getting the CC with the passive skill actually, with passive 2 as triggered by reaching full energy. Don't need that. Last 10 stages. I don't think this one can be would be too much of a trouble for our TBB. Again, active skill triggered by the passive skill, and we clean it up quite nicely. Don't have half energy, which is not that nice. The question is obviously, are we afraid of this stage? I want to watch it, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I am afraid. They are not dealing damage to us. I think once again the stats of those Transcendence heroes are a bit too low, and we have to be much more afraid of stages like this. Because those heroes seem to have a few more stats than actually the other heroes. Actually an interesting combination, like we have the poison there, and Gista has a passive skill that deals extra damage to poisoned enemies. So quite interesting. Full energy going into one of our last fights here, so we have no problem at all. Full energy again, and we still have 3 potions, so we pretty much set on energy. This one, I think we just do with TBB. Didn't expect her to survive, but it's no problem. It actually gave us full energy, so I think it's actually quite good. Aronia, low resolution kinda. I have no idea why. Base Aronia is the first time we actually see her. But you can also see that the core of the Therapist of Blood Betty actually helps us CC quite a lot. Actually helps us quite a lot there. Full energy again, so that is pretty much an easy clear, and I think we can just carry us with full energy to the end. Full energy. Those are some easy stages for her, and we still have a full energy LFA. Going to clear that as well. I don't know, I'm pretty sure there is nothing that can kill us, and we should end up with full energy once again. Double Sherlock. We can try LFA. I mean, this is, I would say, a dangerous stage. Now it's single Sherlock. Now it's no longer a dangerous stage, actually. But we didn't get the overkill, so they have to have some quite substantial HP at this point. We can try to go with like LFA first here. Well, it would just one-shot our LFA wound. This would be pretty useless, I think. So let's just go with TBB. Outspeeding to the end, we can check out the speed later. And that's it. That's our clear. And with that, we once again have Purgatory 300. Actually on the second attempt, on the first real attempt, TBB making this quite easy. Using Sherlock and SFX, always a good idea. DTV was just in there because we have high train stats and can allow ourselves that. And the LFA just for some quick bursts. Purgatory 300, first on the server. And for the speed of the TBB, yeah, well, we are obviously looking at some quite high numbers there. 2,915 is the speed, mainly carried by this, plus 364 speed from 6,000 soul power. And as a little thing, because, well, we are at 29 minutes, let's make it 30. I have 5 soul hammers, we can now get rid of this roll, actually. Maybe. We want Defier, we want Taunt immunity. We definitely want Taunt immunity. Taunt immunity would be super important. I would actually sacrifice all of those stats for Taunt immunity. Defier, We want Ship Crusher. We want Control Precision. Taunt Immunity, Defier, Ship Crusher, Control Precision. So let's try to get that roll. Let's see what we can actually do. We got Faction Rule, Hunter's Focus, Control Precision. I mean, Hunter's Focus is alright. Control Precision is good. But like Faction Rule, nah. Same for that. That is a no. Armor Break, Precision, Reduce, Dot Receive. No. No, definitely not. What do we have here? We have Damage Reduction, Divine Block, Giant Killer, Hunter's Focus. I would argue that's actually worse than the left one, because Defier is better than Hunter's Focus. We have Giant Killer on both. Divine Block is unnecessary. Control Immunity Offset is obviously better than that, and Damage Reduction is not needed. So yeah, that's actually a worse roll, despite looking quite fancy. And here we have Hunter's Focus, Skill Damage, which are decent stats, and Control Immunity Offset as well. Would be more of a PvP roll, I reckon, but reduce dot receive. Nah, we don't really want that. So sadly, nothing there. Still, we got the 300 clear in Aspen Dungeon now, which means one more stage done. Sadly, no glory challenge for that. Neither is there an achievement in the Gate of the Void, which we had last time, because there is actually an Aspen Dungeon achievement for like all of these stages. Hell difficulty, Nightmare difficulty, normal difficulty, and then death difficulty. And for Purgatory, we never had that, which is kind of sad. Would have been kind of cool just to have an achievement, even if it doesn't enhance the levels or anything, but would have been nice. Still, I thank you guys for watching. It was quite a long video, and with that, I wish you a great day. I'll see us in the next one.